In this video, we're going to cover what are the upfront expenses when thinking about buying a franchise. G'day, my name is Ben Fewtrell, co-founder of Maxmyprofit and co-author of the Business Acceleration Blueprint. I've been a franchisee and now as a franchisor, I want to help you understand a little bit about what you can expect when it comes to the amount of cash you're going to need if you're considering buying a franchise. Now, first and foremost, if you are going down the path of choosing a franchise to join, it's a big decision. It's a bit like a marriage. You want to make sure that you're making the right decision, so you're gonna have to put a fair bit of effort into due diligence, and that due diligence will cost you a little bit of money. Depending on the location that you're at or where the franchisor is or the existing franchise network, you may have to jump on an aeroplane or stay in some hotels to be able to go and investigate whether or not this franchise opportunity is good for you. And I highly suggest that it's very important that you go and you meet with your franchisor at their office, or go and spend a day with one of their franchisees to get a feel for what it is that you may be getting into. And of course, there would be a cost with that. Now, once you go through that due diligence process and you've decided that franchise is likely going to be a good fit for you, then you're going to need to get a hold of some legal agreements, and you have to talk to some professionals and pay them to do a bit of the groundwork for you to work out whether or not this is a sustainable idea for you. So in particular, you're going to need a lawyer to go through your legal agreements, and you're also going to need an accountant to help you with the financial side to make sure that this is a sound investment decision for you. So there's definitely some costs there. Now, once you decide that the franchise is for you and you're going to get into the franchise, what you're going to need from that point forward is going to differ depending on the type of franchise that you're entering. Now, if you are buying a franchise at Maxmyprofit, the upfront costs are very low because everything is provided in the upfront franchise fee. So that would be the next fee that you would pay. And that's going to depend on the business that you are entering into. Some franchises have a very high fee to enter because they may include equipment, or they may be very, very well established, like a big hamburger chain that you may be familiar with. I'm sure they charge a lot more than a startup franchise would for their intellectual property, but that's what you're paying for, along with then the training that a franchisor has to provide you. You'll be paying for that training, and the good news is that is tax deductible. The actual franchise to buy the asset itself is typically a depreciable item that you cannot write off straight away, but your training is something that you can. So the good news is that you can at least claim that back in the first year. Now, once you've paid for your franchise upfront fee and for your training, then you're going to have to think about any equipment that you might need. And as I said before, our franchise, we provide everything that you need besides a mobile telephone and a motor vehicle. We give you a computer and everything that you need to get started. But some franchises may require that you buy all your own equipment, and it depends once again on the type of franchise that you're going into. Imagine that you're entering into a franchise that fits tires. You might have to have a building, buy some tire fitting equipment, you buy some delivery trucks, who knows? So there's a fair bit of equipment needed. If you're getting into a professional services franchise, for example, the business coaching franchise, then your upfront costs are going to be a lot lower, because typically what you need is a mobile telephone and a laptop computer, and away you go. As long as you've got a nice outfit to wear, then there's not too much more that you're going to need to be able to get up and running. So there you go. There's some of the ideas of the upfront costs of buying into a franchise. As you can see, it varies widely, but hopefully that will help you then get your head around what sort of cash you're going to need to get started. Now, on that note, once you have started your business, it's really important that you have working capital. I see too many people come into business, whether it's a franchise or their own business, undercapitalized, and it can take longer than you expect to get up and running in a lot of cases. And that's why joining a franchise quite often is a very smart move, because they'll help you get up and running much, much quicker. There's still no guarantee. It's still going to rely on your own personal performance and situation as to how fast that happens. So make sure you have enough working capital to carry yourself through that startup phase without having to stress about money, because stresses about money is the one stress that will disable most people from being super effective. Alrighty, hope that's helped answer the question. Hope that's given you some clarity around what sort of investment you can expect to be making to do your first investigation and then make your initial purchase and startup of any franchise. If you are thinking about becoming a business coach and are looking for a business coaching franchise or a team to belong to, we'd love to have a chat with you. Here at Maxmyprofit, we're looking for amazing people that are passionate about helping businesses or business owners build the business they imagined. You can head across to maxmyprofit.com.au, click on the About tab, and learn about becoming a business accelerator.